final question, and you gave us a lot of time. Thank you. So
you think Biden would give you this much time?
No, I don't think
he'd be answering.
You want to know my honest answer? I don't even think he knows today's Wednesday. That's my honest answer. I say it regularly.
I hope he does. For the sake of this country, I hope he does.
It's very gracious. I should tell a story about one time you requested that I go easier on him. He did say that to me. He thought I was being a little too flippant.
I think that it was too tough. I thought you were very tough, and I thought it was too tough. And I will say this. Forget politics and the Republican and the Democrat stuff and the radical lefts and everything else. I want somebody that's a great leader. I want somebody that can stand toe-to-toe with President Xi of China. You can go, I said this the other day, you could go all over Hollywood and try and get somebody to play the role of President Xi, the president of China. There is no actor like that. There's nobody like that. These are fierce people. He's a fierce man. I was a very good friend of his until COVID came in. Then I gave him up. I said, this is too much. Yeah. You know, I made a unbelievable trade deal with China. I made an unbelievable trade deal, getting rid of NAFTA, the worst trade deal ever made, and replacing it with the USMCA, that now Mexico and Canada want to renegotiate because the deal is so good. We did unbelievable things. But we need our sharpest people, because people like President Xi, like Macron, like I could name so many of them, like Putin, but of course right now he's having a different kind of a spell. But let me tell you, these are fierce people. They're smart, they're tough, they don't know about losing. Putin's having a hard time. And be very careful what's happening. He's being handled incorrectly. But these are very strong, smart people. And beyond Republican or Democrat, I want to see somebody that's great.
You want Joe Biden to succeed?
I would rather have him succeed incredibly, even if it meant a much tougher and maybe even a loss. I want to see what's good for the country. If I had my choice of having this mess that we're having there right now, this country is a mess. This country's not going to survive. The way it's going right now, it's not going to survive.
So you'd be willing to go through all the hell that we talked about today and all that you've been through all these 6 years because you put your country first. Is this a calling for you?
I put the country first, yeah. I mean, it's... I had you knew me long before I ran for politics. I had one of the great lives. I had the greatest places in the world. I had the greatest...
Everybody should live your life.
No, the most incredible
But you worked hard, yeah.
You know, it's very funny. I was heading into a big event at the convention center, Robin Hood. You know what Robin Hood is? Yeah. Tremendous numbers, like 4,000 or 5,000 people. And half the people were cheering wildly, and half the people were booing. I had just announced that I was running. My wife looked at me, Melania, she said, "Do you know, darling, nobody's ever booed? I've never heard anybody booing you before." I said, "Welcome to the world of politics," right?